Made in Australia.
G'day mates, and welcome back to another episode of INCRadio Made in Australia. I am Brother Morgan Goodfellow from the local congregation of Townsville in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia. And today we bring you a tasty serving of inspiration as we sit down with a homegrown entrepreneur who's flipping more than just burgers. He's flipping the script on business success. We'll be talking about faith, food, family, and the lessons learned from launching a local burger brand.
That's right, Brother Morgan. Hi, I'm Brother John Villanueva from the local congregation of Dean Park, District of New South Wales. So today we'd like to thank everybody who's continues to tune in to INCRadio. So if you are not on YouTube at the moment, please proceed to our YouTube channel, to INCRadio, and put a comment in there, hashtag your local congregation or the area of the world that you come from. But before we begin, we'd like to say thank you for those loyal listeners who listen to us week in and week out. And for now, let's watch the video. Brother Tech, please go ahead and show some thank you videos.
We, the brethren from Area 1, local of Wyndham, District of Victoria, Australia, would like to greet everyone who is now viewing INCRadio. We love INCRadio Australia!
From Emerald GWS, Queensland, Australia, we love INCRadio!
INCRadio Australia, here in Paraan. From the pride, we love INCRadio. From the district of Western Australia, we love INCRadio. From Victoria, Australia, we love
local congregation of Gladstone,
We love INCRadio. From Mackay, Queensland, we love INCRadio Australia.
From Melbourne, we love INCRadio Australia.
From local congregation of Shepparton,
We love INCRadio Australia.
from Queensland, Australia.
We love INCRadio.
Yes, a big thank you to all of our loyal supporters who are tuning in every week to show us your support. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you are watching, don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe button, as well as that notification bell to stay up to date with all of INCRadio Made in Australia's updates. So stay with us as we dive into the challenges, triumphs, and inspiring stories behind homegrown Aussie businesses. From humble beginnings to business success, we'll explore what it really takes to build something from the ground up. Plus, we've got fun trivia, live shout outs, and a few surprises along the way. So fire up the grill. You're watching Made in Australia, built from the ground up. Let's find out in this segment of Discovering Down Under.
When we think about Australia, we often picture beautiful landscapes and laid-back vibes, but behind the scenes, it is also a country built by bold dreamers and hardworking entrepreneurs. There are over 2.5 million small businesses across Australia, making up 97% of all businesses in the country. From family-run shops to food trucks and cafes, these small ventures are a big part of local life. One of those inspiring entrepreneurs is Brother Henry Paraan, a proud business owner who turned his passion into a purpose by opening his very own hamburger restaurant. With a mix of quality food, great service, and hard work, Brother Henry's journey reflects what so many Aussie entrepreneurs strive for: to build something meaningful from the ground up. Whether it's burgers, barbershops, or boutiques, small businesses like Brother Henry's are at the heart of communities and prove that with faith, effort, and vision, anything is possible down under.
Wow, that was amazing there, Brother Morgan. You see, did you know that, with business, have you ever run a business, Brother Morgan? I think you have your own little business as well, don't you? You know what entails a business. It's very, very, it takes a lot of sacrifices, blood, sweat, and tears, as they say. And, we're really fortunate that we get to speak to one of the most respected person that I know in terms of business, and also as a human and a member of the Church of Christ. We have, so we're looking forward to that. And yeah, we're just looking forward to it, Brother Morgan, for this episode that we're having.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be introducing our very special guest very shortly to take us through his journey of what it takes to build a business from the ground up. But before we go any further, Brother John, we will love to give our shout outs to our early birds who are tuning in to our live chat in YouTube at the moment. We will start with Sister Angel Mercado. Happy viewing for brethren. Greeting from the local congregation of Gladstone in the District of Queensland, who sends her hashtags through Gladstone. We've
also got Danes Galang as well. So thank you very much for listening to us. Greetings from Eastern Sydney, District of New South Wales. Must be a good-looking man, that guy. Okay. So they're all tuning into INCRadio. We also have Sedalina Banes. So hello, and happy watching Melbourne. Hello, Melbourne, my old hometown of Melbourne. Thank you for continuing to watch our show as well. I think we have some more coming through in a little while. Go ahead, please. We have more. We have so many of them. We also Geraldine Tan. Thank you very much for happy viewing to all brothers from local congregation of Wyndham. I remember when that place was really small, very nice. Thank you for continuing to watch us. Renato De Gula, sorry. Of course, Carrie De Gula. So thank you for watching us. Happy viewing from the local of Kalgoorlie, in Western Australia. Emmanuel Ribleza. Happy viewing, everyone, from Wyndham, Victoria, Australia. Of course, all in Australia. We've got too many here. Ednalyn Montal. Hello, Sister Ed. Happy viewing from local congregation of Melbourne. So in the meantime, we have so much more to go through, but we have our very own entrepreneur of the night, Brother Henry Paraan. Brother Henry, thank you so much for joining us today. How have you been?
I'm good, Brother John. How are you today?
I'm always good. Never a bad day. I'm one of your first supporters, as you know, because I always believe that you're going to succeed because of your faith that you have in the church, the faith that you have with God. So it was impossible that you will not succeed in life. Okay, because God has your back, pretty much, isn't it?
Absolutely, Brother John.
Okay, so there's a lot of things that we have to ask. I think Brother Morgan may have some questions about after this station break that we're going to ask a few questions on how you started, what's involved in running a business and your advice for people who are looking to start their own business and succeed in life. But first of all, we will have our quick station break. You're still listening to Made in Australia from INCRadio Australia, one of the satellite studio of INCRadio.
In today's ever-changing world, where digital technology covers many aspects of our day-to-day lives.
All right, team, how are you all? Let's start our meeting.
Oh, this recipe looks delicious. Nowadays, it's easy to look for a recipe to cook for your family. Simply browse online and there, you'll find tons of them. I love it.
My report in the class today is about the proper way of using the internet.
Drawing is so much better using a phone. I can also make them move. Look, Mommy.
Let me see. Wow.
I love reading, but my eyes are tired. Let me just listen to my audiobooks.
It's time.
One thing is constant.
Who is assigned to pray?
It's me, Dad. Let's pray.
And will remain a lifelong priority. Family Hour. Family Devotional Prayer.
Made in Australia.
All right, and welcome back. You are listening to INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio. Today's episode is all about grit, growth, and good food as we dive into the inspiring world of Aussie entrepreneurship. We're very excited to welcome our very special guest to the program today, someone who's built his own burger business from the ground up. Joining us from the local congregation of Minchinbury is our very own brother Henry Paraan. Brother.
All right, brother Henry. First of all, for those of you, I mean, you're pretty popular already here in Australia generally, but also in Sydney as well, which is the largest city in Australia. But for those of you who don't know who you are, can you please introduce yourself and what you do at church and the kind of business that you run as well? Go ahead, please, brother Henry.
Good day, brethren. Hope you all are doing well tonight. My name is Brother Henry Paraan. I'm from the local congregation of Minchinbury, and I am a head deacon number in our locale. I own a Made Burger Shop here at Mungret in New South Wales. I have two children and my wife Roseanne. Both have duties in the church as well.
Yeah, so all of them, a very active family. I know your family since the beginning, and I mean, I've seen your wife since she was a little kid. In fact, a toddler. That's how old I am, their brothers and sisters. Okay, so I'm going to ask you. I mean, we have a lot of viewers out there asking, Brother Henry, what inspired you to start a business? First of all, you know what? Before we even go to that, a little bit off script here. You had a background. You had a background that was totally different to running this business.
Yes,
so
John,
tell us
yes.
what you were studying when I met you. You were studying a Bachelor of Business.
That's correct.
And management, sorry, Bachelor of Management, and then you proceeded in becoming a what?
Okay. I've worked in the bank for almost 20 years. Okay. I worked for two major banks in Australia. So I have background in financial planning. So we provide advice on investments, retirement planning, and also other sort of investments. I got inspired by my travel. So, when we go with the family overseas, we see a lot of food trucks.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, that looks like a good business, So I had a thought about it. And then we came back to Australia. It just went like that. I thought, okay, let's bring in Filipino food in the food truck, something different, something unique. So I want everyone to experience our Filipino culture and also Filipino cuisine as well. Yeah. Okay, so I don't have any qualification in cookery or being a chef, but my passion for cooking, I think that's what made me start a business. Okay, I love cooking. My mom loved cooking as well, so I was able to create something unique. For everyone to try, like Filipino food in a different way.
Correct. Yeah. Because I remember Australia. For those of you outside Australia, it's a very burger-based, culture. So we eat a lot of burgers, and that's you mentioned to me just before you open your restaurant. Actually, you're talking about having a fusion.
Yes, that's correct, Raja. Okay. When I say fusion, for example, we have everyone knows about adobo.
Yeah.
Okay, adobo, chicken adobo. So in my head, why can't we create something different where everyone can try the adobo. So I created the adobo fries, loaded fries. Okay. Also the lechon.
Yeah.
Lechon fries.
That's one of my favorite, actually.
And then the sisig fries and so on. Yeah.
Okay. Now, starting a business is not easy. We've known each other a long time. You know, we know what it's like to, in terms of finance. It's almost similar, isn't it? It's almost parallel what we did, actually. Also with business. Now, you know, for those of you who are wondering, it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. There's a lot of challenges involved. So can you explain to our viewers some of the challenges that you had to face and had to overcome for you to succeed in this business?
Yes, of course. Starting a business is not easy. It's not simple. It involves a lot of research. Okay, it's also challenging because we don't know, or I don't know where I'm heading into. Because I don't know what's out there in the big markets of hospitality, in food trucks, cafe, restaurant, and so forth. So when we opened up the business, having a food truck first in a marquee, and that was hard work because we had to set it up. We started doing a lot of university events, and after that, I don't know where I'm gonna go.
I remember also it was a very early start for you.
Of course.
So a lot of those places you got to set up really early start while you guys are still sleeping. Brother Henry was.
Yeah, it takes about, with the marquee, it takes about at least an hour and a half to set up.
Yeah.
So you have to wake up early in the morning, make sure all the trailers packed, ready to go. And then once you get to the site, it takes another 1 hour to set up. And then after the event, it takes another 1.5 hours to unpack everything and, go home and, wash all the dishes.
I know, because I know quality, you're very big in quality. I've noticed that also in hygiene. You're extremely strong in hygiene. I've seen your food truck when you just had food truck before you even had the restaurant. And it's just quality is just amazing. The quality, you can tell when you're eating you feel like you're in the Philippines, but you're eating it as a burger. So a lot of work was in making sure all those ingredients was.
Yeah, there's a lot of compliance in Australia in terms of the government regulations. Make sure we comply with the food hygiene, food safety, and we have to get some kind of like a certificate to make sure that what we serve is quality and clean. And we have to make sure that we prepare the food in a good manner, so at least everyone will enjoy the food, and also the quality is very important.
I believe Brother Morgan has had a question as well. Brother Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother John. Brother, in building a business from the ground up, as you had mentioned, there are a lot of challenges, but we understand that you are a very active member of the Iglesia in Cristo, or Church of Christ. Brother, can you share a bit about how your faith inside the Church of Christ has helped you to overcome these challenges in building your business, brother?
Yes, Brother Morgan. Being a member of the Church of Christ for many years now, because I'm also a convert. I was converted back in 1999.
Has it been that long?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And before starting the business, we held out the data, spoke to my family, informing them, what's the plan. And I think you just have to have the faith, okay? Because starting a business is not easy. There's a lot of challenges, mentally, physically, and also financially. Because the business, it's not easy. But with God's help and with God's guidance, I was able to create the company, the business, and also offer what's important for the community. Okay, so you have to stick to your goal. Okay, your objectives as well. What are you offering? Because my goal is to offer the Filipino food out there. Because during that time, there's not a lot of Filipino food in the area. Okay, there's a lot of Chinese food, Thai food, Vietnamese food. What about Filipino?
Yeah, we're correct.
Yeah, we started in 2016, and I had my panata. I always ask for God's guidance, and being an officer in the church, I also have to balance my time between family and the business as well.
You have a lot of listeners at the moment, so let's read out some of the comments that they have on our side chat. Let's have a look who we got. Okay, so first of all, we'd like to say thank you to Car Brian Paulo Lacson, resident minister in Shepparton, hello po, and also Brother Robert Santos, resident minister Wyndham. Brother Robert Santos, you remember him since he was a little kid. Now he's a minister. Hello po, Brother Robert Santos from the Wyndham local congregation. We also like to say thank you to Brother Lawrence Solomon. He's from Rockingham. He loves INCRadio Australia. kudos to all our presenters and studio team. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. And also to our guest, Brother Henry. And of course, we have Anne Solomon as well. Hello po, mga kapatid. Oh, Tagalog now. You're going to kill me now. Happy viewing from local port ng Rockingham and Mandurah. What's the other one? That's in Western Australia. And also greetings from the Solomon family. We have too many here, but we'll keep going for a little bit longer. We have Marvin Ferrer. Happy viewing from Melbourne. Mark Renyel Kisco. We love INCRadio Australia from Caboolture. I still remember Caboolture when it was still a small town. It's a beautiful place. Willie Cruz. We have from Perth. So you don't understand, Sydney in Perth is like another country away. So they're watching all the way from there. Happy Sunday, Paul. Thank you, Paul, very much there, Brother Willie. We also have Sister Maria Christina Pugat. So happy viewing, Paul, to all brethren. We love INCRadio. Thank you for saying that. Greetings from the local congregation of Shepparton. I love Shepparton. Have you ever been there? Get a chance, drop by Shepparton. I still remember it was a small town, now it's like getting pretty big. Now you were mentioning that back then you wasn't much offering in terms of Filipino food. Now this is the beauty about it. This is from my own observations, Brother Henry, is that I believe you were the first Filipino-centric burger. I know there's been a few since then, but I never saw any of them until you came along. You're probably aware of that already, right? So that's quite, so it's what you call a unique selling proposition. And you know what? I think that's what God gave you because of your faith in what you do. So He's giving you that. Who would have thought of that? I would never thought of that. And I grew up here and I'm Filipino.
Yeah, we do. Everyone knows about ensaymada.
Yeah.
Okay, so I created a burger using the ensaymada bun. Okay, so that includes the sweet and savory burger.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's one of the unique burgers that we have. We also have the lechon burger as well. Okay, so that one with lechon burger.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites actually. I love lechon, but yeah, very delicious.
It's a good creation.
Yeah.
So everyone can try. What's our cuisine looks like.
Yeah, I know. Especially for those who are non-Filipino, they're still sort of learning, and then because they're holding it, they're familiar. It's a burger, so they get to taste that taste. I think it's just awesome. I mean, lechon is probably my favorite, one of my favorite in your restaurant. By the way, for those of you, lechon is actually quite healthy for you. Don't believe anyone else who says it's not. It's delicious and it's healthy for you, so it's quite nice, isn't it? Yes. So, Brother Morgan, you had something else as well.
Yeah, no, my mouth's watering here just listening to the conversation, brother. So we also heard you mention, Brother Henry, in the process of managing your business as well as being an active church officer inside the Church of Christ, you had to balance your responsibilities to some degree. Could you give us a bit more of an insight on how you're able to balance these responsibilities, Brother Henry, as a business owner, along with other parts of your life, such as family and your church duties?
Yes, Brother Morgan. Because in our locale we have at least we have 4 worship services in a week, and we operate our shop 5 days in a week. We also own a food truck as well, so the food trucks goes around in different venues, locations. So I think time management is the key. Okay, but of course we have to dedicate our time serving our Lord God first.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to make sure that we take priority in our duties first in the Holy Church, because without God, we won't be able to do everything that we do now.
Yeah.
Okay, God will provide everything. So if we put Him first, and then the rest will follow.
Brother Henry, what I love about you is that, but by the way, for those of you, it's not scripted. He speaks from his heart about all this. And if you know him personally as I do, you'd see why he succeeds and why God loves him. But, we're just curious about your family. Obviously they all have, can you let the audience out there know, like, despite of all your busy time, your family have office. What office do they do, and how much time does it take? And despite all that, you still manage to run a successful business.
Yes, Roger. My wife Rose, she's a deaconess, and my daughter Paris, she's in the choir and also a civil guest officer. Liam is also in a civil guest officer as well. Hopefully, he becomes a minister.
Yeah, I think he's heading towards that way. He's a good-looking boy too. Mom's very pretty. That's why. No, that is good too.
And then we spend our family time at least twice a week. We have our devotional prayer once a week as well, because we have so many duties inside the church. We're also busy doing church activities as well. So I think time, the key is time management.
Yeah.
If you prioritize, you do this first, the rest will follow through.
Okay. I've also noticed that that you just integrate, because in the church you have so much activity. And I noticed that you spend a lot of time with your family integrating with the church activities. You get to spend the time while participating in all the activities. Is that what kind of advice would you give those who are members of the church? They're thinking, oh, it's going to be so busy. It's going to be so busy. How am I going to be able to juggle that? What would you advise them, if they're struggling with that and they're starting a new business?
Well, starting a business, it's not easy. There's a lot of challenges that we face throughout. That's why it's important to always pray first. Okay, when we pray, have your devotional prayer, everything will follow through.
Yeah.
Okay, because having a business, for example, we had COVID. The shop was closed, but then we continue to have our worship service online.
Yeah.
Okay, we also use our shop for Bible studies as well. So the shop is full of Vitreous brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we can also promote our church, shop.
Yeah.
Because we invite people, we invite non-members.
I know.
And listening to the words of God. Okay, so,
actually, remind me about that one, because you've done a very important thing, how you integrate your personal life with church activities, your business with church missionary work. So remind me to speak about that later. But first of all, we have a few greetings still. Okay. So let's have a look. So we have where are we starting from? From Choa de la Paz. Okay. Okay, happy viewing from local congregation of Adelaide. Thank you very much, Paul. And I believe she's a famous mother of one of our famous hosts as well. Okay, so hello, Paul, and also William Manabat. Hello, Paul, from all brethren. Greetings from Shepparton. Is it Juveline? Juveline Manuel. Happy birthday, Sister Justine Romando from Wyndham. Happy birthday, Paul, sa inyo. And of course, we have hello, Paul, Brother John. Oh, thank you very much. Happy viewing to all the brethren around the world from the Kizon family. Man, one of my favorite family out there, the Kizon family, very active family, all officers as well. Be like yourself, actually. It reminds you of your family. So hello, Paul, to all the Kizon family there. Also, we have Kahil. Brother Hill Medina is one of the most, beautiful soul you'll ever meet in your life. He's saying, hello, love INCRadio Australia. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Melbourne. Just for your background, Brother Hill's one of those people. I just special mention these people who's actually commenting. These are the kind of people they are. When we first moved to Melbourne years ago, he's one of the people that supported everyone who moves there. He makes sure everybody is welcome. I can never thank him enough and I'm sure others can never thank him and his family enough for what he does for them. Also, we also have, is it Jaya? Jaja Ramondo. That's a cool name, Jaja. Okay, from a local congregation of Wyndham. So it's from the Ramondo family. Okay, so let's continue our show. Brother Morgan, you have anything else to add to that as well?
Just a quick greeting from our sister Gloria Anzac from the local congregation of Caboolture, who sends her greeting, Paul. She says, happy viewing. So thank you for tuning in, sister, and happy viewing to you also, Paul. Back to you, Brother John.
Okay, so we're going to go on a break, or we're going to keep going? What do you think we should do? I think we just keep
We'll
going.
keep going, bro. We'll keep going.
We're on the roll here. We're learning so much from Brother Henry over here. Okay, let's go. Let's keep things moving and sizzling. Pardon the pun there, but okay. So let's have a choice of what we call this as this or that business edition. You know how that goes?
Not yet, but I'll find out.
You'll find it sure enough. Okay, we're gonna give you two choices. Okay, and Brother Morgan will also have his own questions as well. Okay, in your business, okay, what is it? Is it grilling or frying?
Grilling.
Grilling.
Yes.
Hands down, grilling.
Grilling.
And the reason for that?
Because we grill our beef patties, we grill our chicken,
yeah,
we grill our barbecues. So
yeah.
We do our Filipino barbecues, we grill out in the south.
Yeah. So pretty much everything. Brother Morgan.
So a double cheese mate burger or an enchilada burger, brother?
Enchilada burger, because it's a unique taste.
Okay.
Right. What's the difference for our viewers? What's the difference between a cheese mate burger and an enchilada?
What's the difference?
The difference, okay. The enchilada has got the sweet Filipino fluffy bun. Okay, like eating an enchilada, but with a twist.
Okay.
So you have the beef patty in there, the sriracha bacon.
Yeah.
and the shredded cheese on top, the crust cheese.
That's it.
Very nice.
Is your restaurant open for order now?
Yes, I thought we have an experience.
Now we've been getting people coming through as well. Okay, so that's for those who don't know, ensaymada is one of those Filipino bread. Okay, it's really good. Okay, then we have here is that one. This is something that you covered on a little earlier. Okay, so early prep or late night cleanup.
I'm a late night cleanup.
Ah,
I don't like waking up early, except going to church.
yeah, of course, yeah. You're always there early.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So because you just function better at night time, or is it
Yeah.
easier? There's no one around.
I love my sleeping in.
Yeah, I think everybody does. Everybody does. Okay, we have what else? Okay, here we go. You do this quite a bit actually. New recipe or best-selling recipe?
New recipe. Because I love creating new things.
Oh, so it's not about the money sometimes.
Yes, but I like to create new things where people can enjoy eating it. Because we're Filipino, I like developing new products. Okay, so using the Filipino cuisine from different regions of the Philippines.
Yeah.
To bring it back to Australia.
Oh, that's nice. You're keeping up with your theme of fusioning Australian culture and the Filipino culture. Brother Morgan, what's the next one there?
Yeah, so we want to know what is you'd rather run the kitchen or you'd rather serve the customers, Brother Henry?
Well, working in the bank for 20 years, I like serving the customers.
Yeah.
Because it's important for me to also identify about the quality of our products. And I like mingling with customers to ensure that they're receiving the quality food that they purchase.
Yeah.
So yeah, spending time with the customers.
Yeah. That's probably why you see, even doing financial planning, he's just so good at dealing with people. If you know him, Brother Morgan, if you see him in real life, oh my goodness, you should see him. He's very good. But we've been talking quite a bit. I think what we'll just have a quick station break, but you're still listening to Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia, one of the satellite studio of INCRadio.
It doesn't take something big to show love. The right and thoughtful choices made with care can make a parent smile and turn an ordinary day into something special.
Dishes done, floors clean, a surprise mom and dad when they get here.
Wow! Hello, son.
Mom, you're early.
The house looks great.
Plus, I'm done with my assignments.
Oh, really? Oh. You always do your chores without being told. We see your effort, Carl, and we're proud of you. Here, we got you something.
What? How'd you know I want this? Thank you.
A child who brings joy to their parents is blessed even without asking. In the same way, when we live to please God, He gives us more than we could ever hope for. A reminder from Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio.
Just enough. I didn't do well in my math test today. I know you want me to do better. I'm really sorry.
Oh, Mia, thank you for telling me. That was very brave of you.
You're not mad?
Of course not, anak. I'm really proud of you for telling me. And now we can work together to improve. That's what family is for.
You know, Mia, whenever you feel worried or scared, you can always talk to us. But there's always someone else you can talk to.
Our Lord God, He's always there to listen, whatever you're feeling.
Trust and honesty are the foundation of a strong family. When we share our worries and feelings with those who love us and with our Almighty God, we'll always find comfort and guidance. Remember, you are never alone.
Made in Australia.
Right, and welcome back, everyone. You are still watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio. So far, we've heard the inspiring beginnings of our featured entrepreneur brother Henry and the challenges he faced getting his business off the ground. Now, let's dive a little deeper as we continue our discussion. So, brother Henry, firstly, or continuing, we want to know what's one lesson you've learned from running your own business that you'd like to share with other aspiring entrepreneurs?
Yes, Brother Morgan. Before you start a business, make sure you do your research first. Make sure there's a market for it. So once you establish that one, and then you start collating more information about your industry. Okay, so in terms of government regulations, financing your business, and also running your business as a company or a small business entity. Okay, so once you have all that, don't go jumping into the water straight away. You also need to make sure that you're prepared for it, and also to be positive. Okay, don't be negative in terms of setting up the business. There's always your weaknesses, your strength, but you can overcome all these things by doing your research properly. Okay, because you can't just start business without looking at the market first. Okay, that's why it's important for anyone that can wants to start a business to do their own research first. Online, or you can do your research around the area as well.
I noticed that you covered all those bases as well. Social media, you name it, you got everything.
Oh yeah, and social media.
Yeah, because I noticed that also the setting up the business, you got to learn to protect yourself. People don't realize you need a lot of protection. That's why you set up in Australia. What is it that you require to be able to run a business? What's the first thing you need here?
You need to register in CEBSI.
Yeah.
Also business registration.
Yeah.
And also you get your ABN number.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah, which is the Australian business number.
Yeah.
And ASIC, Australian Securities Investment Commission as well. So we've had a lot of run-ins with those people working in the industry that we've worked in together. So quite interesting. But I'm kind of curious as well. How does your faith influence the way that you run your business? I mean, you get unscrupulous business, and then you have your ones. So how does your faith in God dictate the way that you run the business that you're running now?
Yes, Brother John. In the last 9 years, our business has been impacted by many challenges. Okay, it's up and down. You face many troubles as well. You face many uncertainty because right now, we're facing a lot of competition as well. But we forget about them. We move forward. Okay, because I have a good faith, I know that God will always guide me and bless me as having a small business. Because with the business, I was able to also use the business to invite many more people inside the church, convert more people as well.
Yeah, so you do it for a lot of your missionaries and work. So that's what we were mentioning a little earlier today. And by the way, look what we have here. I can't say anything, but anyway. So with the way that you run your business with your faith, I understand also that you that's actually how you live your life.
Yes,
like your whole life, the way you finance and the way you have children, the way you bring them up. It's just the way. I mean, how does that work? I mean, is this a natural process that's just how you're going to be put into your business? The way that the ethics that you have with your personal life goes towards your business. I mean, how does it work? I mean, other people will. Sometimes they be challenged. They want this, but they think you have to sacrifice this. But for you, it's different. So tell us about that.
Yes, Brother John. As I mentioned earlier, with the faith we have inside the Church of Christ, I was able to balance all these things because it's not easy having a business. Okay, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of happening in the background, behind the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why it's important for always, to keep your faith. Always have the strong faith. Because at the end, faith is the one that's keeping me alive.
Amen. Yes.
Faith is the one that's keeping the business alive as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and also keeping the family together.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so having the faith and having the duties in the church, it's also very powerful.
Yeah. And by the way, Brother Morgan, unfortunately, you're not in the studio at the moment because look what we have here. Look what we have here, Brother Morgan. I mean, it's not that we're trying to show off or anything, but here's a little sample of the products that we're going to try it sometime today. So have a look at that, Brother Morgan. What do you think of that, huh?
That's not fair. You can't do that to me on live TV, brothers.
Okay, Brother Mark, I believe you had a question for Brother Henry as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, brother, lastly, we want to know for someone who's trying to start their own personal small business in Australia, what's some piece of advice you'd give to them?
Well, Brother Morgan, as I mentioned before, I used to work in the bank. I had close to 20 years in the banking industry, and it's not too late for someone to change their career. Okay, it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're young or if your passion is there, if you believe what you're offering, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, but of course with God's guidance as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you can change your career in any cycle of your life.
Correct.
Okay, during the time, if you don't want to be let's say you're a teacher, you're doing for say 20 years. If you want to change it, you can do it.
Of course, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your choice.
Correct.
But make sure you have your panata.
Yeah,
professional.
I meant you.
very
That's
important.
exactly what I was about to say. You rely on God. And by the way, some of you out there may be thinking about changing different careers. Don't be afraid. If it's something that you want to do and you're able to fulfill what your life's goal seems to be, don't be afraid to do it, because it doesn't matter. Like me, I'm 53. I'm always looking for new types of investments in business. It doesn't change. Don't be a prisoner of of wherever you are. If you think you have to move, you have to move. But of course, we can't do this on our own. Like you said, brother, it is with God's guidance. Okay. Now here's a sample here. Brother Morgan, check this out. Can you let us, the viewers, know, for those watching this on YouTube, and they can actually see it, can you tell us which burger this is, what's in it, and how do you think it tastes? We're gonna have a little bit after the show as well, by the way. So go ahead, please explain to us what you have here.
Okay, Brother John, this is the famous ensaymada burger.
That's the one that he chose earlier. Yeah.
So you can see there, there's Filipino fluffy ensaymada bun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got the beef patty in there. You got the bacon, sriracha bacon.
By the way, for those of you who are not Filipino, usually ensaymada is sold on its own, and it's a food on its own. It's a special sweet bread that we have with a bit of cheese on it and a lot of sugar in it.
Yes, brother.
That's a bit of a questionable thing, the sugar bit, but nevertheless, once in a while, you know. So you had I noticed you have lettuce.
Yeah, some rocket leaf in there.
Rocket, yeah.
Healthier.
Yeah, there you go. See?
And you get
Healthy.
the roast cheese.
Yeah.
I love shredded, like typical ensaymada. You get the shredded cheese on top.
Yeah.
And it's a sweet, savory burger.
Yeah.
So you have, a savory and sweet burger in one.
Okay, make sure that you don't touch that, Brother Henry, because I bags it. Brother Morgan. Okay, so no one else will take it. But by the way, let's just say a quick hello to some of our listeners as well. I believe you have a few more. Who do we have here? Might have to give me a hand there, Brother Morgan. I can't see it at the moment.
Absolutely, Brother John. We have a ton of greetings flooding in from all of our supporters from across Australia and abroad. We have Sister Leah Esmeli, happy viewing from the local congregation of Perth. Sister Virgin Mabulak, happy viewing, everyone. Hashtag Shepparton, one of our loyal supporters who is always tuning in every week. Thank you so much, sister, and to the Mabulak family. We have Brother Carlo Falan. Happy viewing po from hashtag Adelaide, Sister Nancy Sina. Happy viewing po mga mahal na kapatid. Hashtag Dean Park. Hashtag New South Wales. Nancy Sina, is that a relative of one of our viewers? So we have Brother Daniel Diaz, Assistant Supervising Minister of the District of New South Wales. Happy viewing, Brother Daniel Diaz. Sister Katrina Atinza, wishing you a happy viewing experience and a joyful Sunday to all brethren. Greetings from Darwin. Greetings also from the local of Darwin, Western Australia. I think that's a Northern Territory, but we are delighted by INCRadio made in Australia. Thank you so much. So we have Brother William Manabat. Happy viewing to all brethren. Sister Mervyn, or Brother Mervyn Guanzing. Happy viewing for brethren. Shepparton. Brother Bonif Soriano. Hashtag Australia East, New South Wales, Dean Park. Sister Lisa Larson, greetings from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. Brother June Vivas. Hashtag Wyndham area. Greetings to all of the viewers of INCRadio Australia, especially to Brother Robert Santos and family from the local congregation of Wyndham, District of Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much, Brother June. And last but not least, we have the Ramoticado family, for one of our constant and loyal supporters, always tuning in with their family. Great discussion about entrepreneurship and business know-how. Shout out to INCRadio crew. Greetings from Queen's Park. Brother John, as we tune back to Brother Henry, before we continue on, are there any greetings Brother Henry has for his local congregation or anyone in particular?
Yes, Brother Morgan. I would like to greet the local congregation of Missionary. Good evening, Paul. To our resident minister, Brother Kaloy de Jesus, and to our district minister, Brother Seth, the Chairman Sport. Hello, Paul, to everyone, and to all our listeners, Paul.
Yes, thank you so much, Brother Henry.
My wife, my kids, Paris and Leah, and Roseanne, my wife.
Roseanne, as we officially know her as Bambi. I guess some of the younger guys don't remember that, but yeah, she's so cute when she was little. She was called Bambi. It was so cute. But anyway, now she's married to the successful man, and she's also a successful woman in her own right as well. So it's good to see you again, Brother Henry. Let's make sure that we always keep in touch because every time I speak to you, I honestly, even if I pass you at church, I'm constantly being inspired, and I always say that you know me. If I say something, I always mean it. So you do inspire me, and I like to see that always happening. So, Brother Morgan, go ahead. I believe we're going straight into game time.
Absolutely.
It's game time. Let's play.
All right. So to all of our viewers and listeners, we know you've been waiting for this. It is our game time. So we want you to get ready to type your answers. And for Brother Henry, first question we have, what is required to legally operate a business in Australia? Is it A, business card, B, driver's license, C, ABN, Australian business number, or D, passport? This was discussed earlier, so for those who are tuning in and listening, the answer was given to us. So hopefully you're paying attention. Brother Henry, what could it be?
It'll be
the legal part. Yeah.
You have the ABN number, and also the ASIC registration.
It's something there, but it's part of it as well.
Part of it, yes.
Yeah. I also need protection as well.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. I know there's a few more, but those are the only options that they have. Do you mind if I ask the next question there, Brother Morgan?
Go ahead, Brother John.
Because I think it's kind of fun to learn all this stuff. So, what's one of the most common reasons small businesses fail? So some of the listeners out there, feel free to put it on the live chat, the answer. What is one of the most common reasons small business fail? A, too many customers. B, no social media account. C, poor cash flow. And D, too many products.
And unfortunately, Brother John, Brother Henry would not know what this answer is because his business is booming.
Yeah. I love that.
I think I might know the answer too.
Yeah, this is a golden rule of all business that you got to have.
I think to run a business, you got to have the money first.
Yeah.
So cash flow.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're making profit. That's how you run a business.
There's also a lot of expenses having business.
Yeah, no, cash flow. People don't understand. They start a business without understanding cash flow. They don't know how to set up a balance sheet, and they don't know how to set up their just general cash flow. It's just weird. They don't know the outgoings and incomes of a business. They just don't. And they're starting a business, so that's why they fail. They don't understand that.
Absolutely, Brother John. So to our viewers, if you got that one correct, congratulations. The primary reason small businesses fail is due to inadequate cash flow management. This includes not having enough cash on hand to cover expenses and manage unexpected costs or invest in growth. So congratulations if you got that one correct. Koya Tech, on to our next question. All right, Brother Henry, and to our viewers, Brother John, what's one benefit to starting a food business? Is it A, you don't need to advertise? B, everyone needs to eat? C, you can sleep in? Or D, no licenses required? Brother Henry, what could it be?
That's a hard one because you actually you get that. I didn't know that was there actually, that choice.
I think that's.
But in a seriousness, if you're really running a business, what would you be? What's the one you would answer? What's a benefit of starting?
Starting business.
A food business in general. So it's either they.
Well, because us, we have to eat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's
Everyone has to eat. Yeah. Oh god, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah,
But it's funny because
absolutely.
you mentioned
Yes.
sleeping in early as a joke, and it happens to be one of the options. Okay, can I ask the next question here? I want to see what if Brother Henry. Okay, what did it say? It says, which of the following is an example of niche marketing? Okay, A, selling shoes to everyone. B, offering burgers for gym goers using high protein ingredients. Good one. C, opening a fast food franchise. Or D, buying ads for supermarkets. So, which one of the following is an example of niche marketing?
I think B, because gym goers they eat a lot of protein to build muscle.
Yeah.
So B.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, looking for protein. There's a lot of protein in this place. I'm telling you now. This you're never going to be short of choices here. So go ahead, Brother Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Brother Henry is correct. Niche marketing offers several advantages, including reduced competition, increased brand loyalty, and more effective marketing campaigns, such as offering high protein meals to contribute to gym goers and their workouts and their dietary needs. Brother Koyatek, as we move on to our next question. So what does scaling a business mean? Making it taller, closing it down, C, growing it efficiently, or D, hiring celebrities? Brother Henry, what does scaling a business mean?
Growing it efficiently.
Growing it efficiently. Koyatek, is Brother Henry correct? Indeed, he is. He would know all about scaling a business.
So I think Brother Morgan, Brother Henry gets an A+ for all of this. If it was an exam, he gets an A+ for it. I get an exam. I get a burger.
I think you're just buttering him up for his burgers, Brother John.
You caught me. You caught me. Guilty as charged.
No, so
can I ask a quick question? I know that we're going to be running, but this is important as well in business in general. Okay, you scaled your business over time. So you started from a food truck. How did you go about doing that? Because you did it quite quickly.
Yeah, because the band, because we do a lot of events. We do a lot of big music festivals. Council jobs as well. So we have to diversify. So having the 2 food trucks running around, plus the shop. I used to have a shop in Bella Vista before, but we had to close that one because of the cost. So we had to review our operation, and we closed that one a year ago. But yeah, just diversification of food trucks into different places.
Okay, you know what? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight for the gift of the gab. Okay, so I know that regular listeners listen for this. So go ahead, Koyatek.
G'day, and welcome to Gift of the Gab, where we expand our vocabulary and explore new words. Today's word is steadfast. The word steadfast means resolutely or dutifully firm and unwavering. It implies a strong and consistent adherence to something, despite hardships, changes, and temptations. A steadfast person or thing exhibits consistency over time. They don't change their mind easily, their dedication doesn't fluctuate, and their principles remain constant. It implies a stability that can be relied upon. We, as members of the Church of Christ, hold a steadfast commitment to our election, ensuring those hardships we endure will never overcome us on our journey towards salvation. Thanks for listening to Gift of the Gab. We look forward to seeing you next week and hope you continue to remain steadfast in everything you do. Take care.
Brother Morgan, that was good. You know, these words is one word, but so much. So being steadfast with business, you got to be steadfast with. You mentioned belief. You have to just be positive and try to do your best. Okay, to do the business. Now, what the beauty here about it is that with faith, perseverance, and passion, anything is possible. Not to mention your steadfast faith in God. How would you agree to that?
I actually agree with that, Brother John. We have to be firm with our duties, steadfast, no matter what happens. Again, we have to keep away from any kinds of temptations. Continue to do your duties inside the whole church, because at the end you will be rewarded for it. Yeah.
I know God's rewarding you already. He's almighty. You trusted in him, and look what the result is. It's not just in business, and also in your personal life. You have the most beautiful family, man.
Thank you, brother.
I'm telling you now, like your kids are so great. Your wife is beautiful, and she's very active in church. You are a great head of the household. So I think that's why you're being blessed. So well done there, Brother Henry. Now, so I guess it's can you believe it's almost time to end the show. So we'd like to thank all you viewers out there for joining us up until this moment here, and we hope we continue to see you in every episode that we have every Sunday at 5 p.m. And just to proceed to our closing of the show, Brother Morgan, go ahead, please.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother John. It's been an absolute pleasure to have Brother Henry joining us this evening, sharing his experience and his journey of building a business from the ground up, the trials and tribulations he's had to face, and how his faith has helped him overcome those challenges. So once again, thank you so much, Brother Henry, for joining us, and a huge thank you also to all of our INCRadio Australia team for making this episode possible. We'll never forget to thank our Executive Minister, our dear Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo, for all the guidance and support they provide. That is it for today, but we will see you again next time. Until then, take care and stay safe.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Morgan. See you again.
We, the Reverend from Area 1, local of Wyndham, District of Victoria, Australia, would like to greet everyone who is now viewing INCRadio. We love INCRadio Australia.
From Emerald GWS, we love INCRadio. From Emerald GWS, Queensland, Australia, we love INCRadio.
Local Congregation of Gladstone. We love INCRadio.
No, it's not recorded, yeah.
From Melbourne, we love
From local congregation of Shepparton,
we love INCRadio.
Sitting phone. Some Shepparton. That's normal.
We love INCRadio.
Thank you, Shepparton.
We love INCRadio. From Queensland, Australia. We love INCRadio.
Watch. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.